Okay, so I started it already, but we're making pupusas. It's like empanada, I guess you call it, like a cheese empanada. So what you need to do is get some flour, any kind of flour. I got this corn, Hispanic, Mexican, whatever flour. This is gluten free. We used about 3 cups of flour and 6 cups of water. You need it to just get it to this consistency where you can mold it. What I already also did was add mozzarella. You have to get shredded mozzarella right into the dough, and you mix it really well. Get it in there. Okay, so we're ready to make our molds. So what you need to do is get your cheese, right? Get a little bit of oil and water mixed together. So when you put it on your hands, the dough doesn't stick to your fingers. It's easier to mold and whatnot. Also, what you need to do is lay down some like parchment paper. I have aluminum paper here, which will do just fine for now. What I do is put some oil on it and just put it on there so the dough doesn't get stuck to the aluminum foil. So parchment paper is ideal, but we're making do with what we have. Okay, so now you're back to your dough. What you want to do is get a fistful of dough, right? But since I've already rubbed the oil on the parchment paper, I don't need to dip in here real quick. So you get your dough, make a nice little round ball, right, whatever size you want. Okay, then take your 2 fingers and make indents in it. Put your cheese, get a nice chunk of cheese, put it inside. So you get your cheese in there and you start molding, putting it inside. What you want to do is keep going around and around and around and around until it closes up, right? Take that top piece, you don't need it, and you make sure, see how it opens up on the side there? Take that top piece again and just add it to the dough, okay? And just keep molding it round and around and around. Okay, make sure if there's any like open or weak spots, pinch them close. Okay. Right. It keeps opening up. Pause it. Once you have your cheese filled in there and there's no weak spots, just add dough to it if you need to. We're just gonna make a patty. Okay. That's good enough. So what we're gonna do is just lay it on here to rest until we're ready to cook. Alright? Now let's do the next one. Now this is my first time doing it, so we're just, everything's gonna be trial and error. This time we're not gonna put too much cheese, because apparently I think I put too much cheese in the first one. So I think there should be no, because we did add cheese to the dough, so you're still gonna get that cheesy consistency of it that we're desiring today. So same thing, take it round and around, stuff it in there, bring the dough from the side to the top. Now, I'm not going to pinch the top because I think that was enough dough that we have, and we need to make sure it stays closed All right, this one was a lot better. Filled with cheesy, cheesy goodness. And just lay it down. Too good to be true. It's okay. Take a little bit of dough, put it on top. Right there. Some patchwork. And you continue the process pretty much. I'm gonna do the rest off camera. It'll be a lot easier. So just continue the process to how many you can get. You know, all. If there's some dough left over, then you just put it in the refrigerator. Obviously, I'll show you how to store your dough. So we're gonna make about 4 of these. I made 2 so far. We're gonna make 2 more. Okay, so we made our 4. Right. 1, 2, 3 of them decent size, and the rest of the dough. What you can do is get like a glass bowl, right, and just put it in there. Simple as that. Get yourself some plastic wrap, put it on there. Ideal is to keep the moisture in. You don't want the dough drying out. And you put your lid. That gives you the extra seal you want, and put it in the refrigerator. Okay, before we start cooking, we did a little bit of housekeeping, move some stuff out the way because we're ready to cook this. So what we do is just take one. I got the pan. I got any flat pan would do. Put a little butter on it, and now we're taking our piece that we have with the cheese and put it right in the center. It'll be good for you to have a nice wide spatula. So you this way you could, pretty much the same size of what the empanada is. And you want to have it on low heat, this way you're not burning the outside before the inside gets cooked, or We have a new artist member who wants to pretty much watch what Daddy's doing all the time. My little baby. We're going to wait for the bottom to brown up a little bit before we start flipping it. And we're not quite there yet. You watching Daddy? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Not on it. All right, let's check it out. Let's flip it over. Look, you could cook it a little bit longer. I mean, it all depends on how dark you want your dough to be. I definitely need to cook it a little longer. But since I already flipped it, I'm not gonna dig in there. I'm just gonna wait for it to cook on that side and then flip it over again. Meanwhile, what I like to also do is add butter to the side, so when you flip it back over, it'll be nice and toasty. I use a Langley unsalted butter. Now I'm doing one as like a test run. Obviously I could fit 2 there at a time, which I will do that on the next one. But this one I want to see the flame, if I need to bring it up higher or lower, you know, make adjustments as needed. Oh, I forgot to record it, but I flipped it over and I added some butter on this side again. And you're probably gonna have to flip it over a few times because you don't want to burn. You want to evenly cook on both sides and move it around and get all that good butter on the sides. Check the flame. Flame is good. What's the matter, babies? Hmm? Look at all that saliva. Okay, so this side is done. Just gotta cook the other side really good. And I think we have success. Now let's repeat 3 more times. Well, I'm gonna put 2 in 1, so 2 more times. So that goodness, all that cheese trying to leak out. So we're gonna call this one done. Get on that plate, put it right on the plate. And then we get to the second one. I think I'm gonna use my hand for that. Okay, let me transfer and just add a little bit more oil, more butter. Okay, there we go. We got 2 on there. I'll probably fit the 3rd one. No, sorry, let's just do 2 at a time. So I'm gonna finish cooking it off camera and show you the end result. Okay, so here we are, final product. All cooked. It's a little hot. Now let's cut one open and see the results. Now look at that cheesy goodness in there. And it's all the damn, it's hot. And all you gotta do now is just eat. Bon appetit, guys.